A spectacular! You'll be my first chicken meat thing. Okay, chicken. Come here, chicken! What's up, my Glassy Friends? How y'all doing today? I'm doing great. This is Glassic Gamer. I'm coming at you an episode of Ark Survival Evolved Primitive Plus. Woohoo! In today's episode, I'm going to give you a little update as to what's been going on with the base. Then we're going to cover how to set up these new traps. Not new, but we'll show you how to do them. Both land and in the water. So, let's get started here. So, as you can see, I've got the base partially finished off here for the water pen. I needed to get a good water pen area just because, you know, I got sick of my dinos being dead when I logged back in, so I sort of, so I sort of built a pen. And as I was building a pen, I thought, you know, these walls look like they're, you know, they'll be pretty cool. Maybe I'll use them for the rest of the base. So I sort of did. Let me show you what I mean. Nearing completion. We're not there, but we're almost there. Well, let me fly straight up in here and give you an idea how big of an area I've been working on here. Oh, looks like something's trying to eat my wall. Okay. So it looks like we've got, just give you a good idea of what we have for a base. So I've got the water pen area here. It's fairly large, so we've got room for more dinos, more larger, you know, dinos such as, you know, the plesiosaurs and mosasaurs and such. I also added more gates. I added a small dino gate here, and I'm going to be building some docks outwards. I thought that would be pretty cool to do. And using the floating pontoons. And I'm going to be using, I use this gate here just in case I want to, you know, unload from a expedition. Let's say, for example, I go out and eventually I want to build my raft out. And I thought, you know, what better way to do it than pull the raft up here, unload the new dino here through the big gate, and we're good. And of course, we have our main gate over here. And let's see what's up. Looks like a Dilo. Hey, Dilo, what are you doing? Are you able to get through the gate? Let me test this out here. Dilo, can you fit through the gate? Can you fit through these walls? No? No? This is a good test. Testing's good. So it looks like you can't fit through the walls. That's great. So I still have to make just a few more pieces, which is not bad, as you can see here. And I may make it higher in some spots just to kind of level it off. But it's I think it's coming along good. I figured, you know, instead of using walls this time, I'll just use, you know, concrete pillars. You know, it's part of it's all part of Primitive Plus. So, you know, why not? All right, let me land here. We'll snatch that egg. And I'm going to get right into how to build these traps. And actually how to set the traps. A lot of people are just confused about what these traps are for. In a way, it's not actually a bad idea to make these in the beginning. Because some of the hardest things to do is to find meat and rotten meat. And all it takes is just some basic fish bait, which is made from... I'll show you. Well, let me pull this up here. Let me get out of the water first so I don't drown. The basics are bait. So fish bait is just chicken poultry. So as soon as you can beat up a dodo bird, you can make a fish bait trap, which I think is great. And for the other one, it's just going to take meat trap. So even that's not bad. And I'll show you the other traps as well. So let me go over here. Now, these traps are actually kind of hilarious. These are the deadfall traps, and it looks like it catches a Dilo. I don't know why I didn't catch a compy, but, you know, hey, why not? Let me pull this out here. We'll reset the trap. And as you can see, just taking the meat out, we'll reset it, but just leave the bait in. And I'll do the same thing for here. That's just hilarious. And you can see what I mean. Like, if you're starting off early in the game, it's not a bad idea to make a bunch of these because... you could potentially get yourself rotten meat really early in and get yourself some more tranks and get yourself some better tames quicker. Alright, so let's go to our inventory. We're going to go ahead and make some, I guess we don't have any meat. I'll just take some, we'll get some meat here. That'll make it easier. So I'm going to go out and get some poultry, and I'm going to get some meat. and we're going to make some bait, and we'll check out these traps. Why do you have firewood on you? Okay. Not a problem. We'll just drag that firewood right over here to the fire pit. So what I've been doing with is just leaving this fire pit burning just non-stop, just to make some charcoal, because I really want to get some guns going on, which we do have, but it's not a bad idea just to have it in case I want to build more fertilizer. That's the word I'm looking for. So let me drop that in here. Well, I dropped my arrows in here. What? So as you can see, for the fertilizer, again, that's going to take the keratin, the rotten meat, hide, charcoal. So it's good to have some charcoal around. Let me come on out here. Now I've got my forge burning pretty much 24/7 now, just to get the clay going, because I want to make a bunch. Let me get this meat in here. I'm trying to make a bunch of bricks, and the only way to make a lot of bricks is to just let it burn overnight. Sometimes, I mean, it's just they just take forever, especially if we put a lot of clay in there. Let me just grab some cooked meat here, and we'll put the fishing meat in there, just so it's out of the way. Whoop, fishing meat, and we're gonna go over here and let's go get some poultry and some meat. I really did pick up some kind of carnivore, something like something with a little bit of teeth to it. I'm gonna have to find something. Oh, here we go. Well, let me just land. This will be faster. All right, what level are you? You are level 26. Spectacular! You'll be my first chicken meat thing. Okay, chicken. Give me chicken. All right, we're getting ourselves some fresh poultry, which we'll then use to make some bait. And as you can see, it's not a bad idea just to bait. Fish bait. I mean, look how fast you can make that. Isn't that ridiculous? You just made 70 bait without even trying. And we'll craft all this too. And now we got some more meat. All right, so we've got the new bait. Let me fly on over here. And let's take a look at these traps. Whoop. Now, as you can see, these traps trigger really quickly once they get going. So let me go deadfall. So the deadfall trap only takes 5 fiber, 5 wood, 10 stone. I mean, that's nothing, even when you're first starting off. And fish trap. The fish trap only takes 5 fiber, 20 thatch, and 20 wood, or 5 wood. So they're really economical to make a bunch of them. And then, as you can see, they will not do anything without bait, so you have to have bait in them. And as you can see, they trigger pretty quickly. That did not take long at all to get that and get it reset. So early on in the game, this is a bad idea just to have continuous supplies of meat coming in, because meat is one of those things where you just don't have it in the beginning. It's just you're just stuck eating berries all the time until you can cook up a dodo. But in this case, all you have to do is just cook up some meat off the traps, and the traps do trigger ridiculously fast. See, there's one that's already triggered already. So I mean, you can see, if you really want to build it up quickly, get yourself a ton of rotten meat, that's the way to go. And let me check our fish traps. As you can see, the fish traps are the same way. Yes, it's only 1 meat, but I mean, look how fast they catch them. Nothing in that one. You can see the one is trap is set. You got yourself a little coal in there. That one's out of bait, so let me put some bait in there, fish bait. There we go. And it's reset. That's all there is to it. Very straightforward. All right. So I just wanted to give you an overview of how those traps work. The traps are really something that you should incorporate when you're first starting off, and it's not a bad idea even to have it later on, because you can just have them continuously just producing rotten meat, and who doesn't need more rotten meat for making some tranquilizers or making some fertilizer. It's all good. So I figured I'd give you that quick update on how the base is looking. Now, there's a few we have to do here. We have to name something. We have a suggestion, and this is from the Boss Man 101. He says, name a trike tank because they are really good. Okay, we'll do that. Come here. Change name. GG. Tank. No, tank. Tank. Can I have a tank? There we go. We got tank. There we go. Woohoo. Congrats. The Boss Man, you are now tank. Alright, so let's take a look at the other guys we have here. We've got ourselves a Moss Chops. Let's, you know, I've been pumping his melee damage. Because this thing can be ridiculously out there in the wild. Especially when I start taking him on a little run. Well, let's see what you're at. I just been pumping your... Now, this is going to be my little pig mole here. I got time to rename pig mole here. Come on, pig mole. Change name. Pig. Pig mole. There we go. Now, this guy is basically going to have one purpose. And that purpose is this business right here. It's going to be creating a ton of waste just to make fertilizer. And what I'll do is I'll set up a whole bunch of these bins. I'm going to build this out a little more. And, you know, of course, with concrete. I'm going to be building a large egg farm here. I'm looking at doing like I'm going to go all out with kibble. So I haven't really done a huge kibble farm before. So I really want to kind of build it out, possibly out here. Like so. You know, like get the kibble farm going. And to use your space wisely, of course. And then, you know, maybe build something else over here. So we're going to build like a little town, something cool, something little village here, like a little seaside fishing village. I mean, look how... Okay, check this out. Now, I just set these like a few minutes ago, and they're already catching dilos. I mean, that's the best dilo trap ever. Check that out. Dilos be dead. It's like dilo be gone. Alright, so... Traps, use them. They're well worth it. Ooh. Get that poop over here. And we're going to toss you in the bin. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Now, as far as everything else goes, we're doing pretty good here. The base is out to a good start. What do you guys think of the wall? Do you like the idea of just using just pillars to make a wall? I mean, I think it was kind of neat because you can see through it. So if you had to shoot something, let's say another player, you could just load eventually. It should have been a face. I thought it was kind of a neat idea. Something different. Now, I'm probably going to be making a brick building for the next egg area, I suppose, for the kibble farm. So let me show you what I've got here. I've got a lot of bricks going on, which means I'm going to need a lot of cement. And last night I went out and I just, irritated all the beavers and just took all their cementing paste. And after I took all their cementing paste, I made a bunch more pillars, of course. I think I made around 530 or so. So, I mean, I was out there really busy making them. So as you can see, I've been busy cooking up some bricks. Let's put the fire out since we've obviously used up all the buckets now. Or have we? Let's take a look. Do we have any buckets left here? Buckets, buckets, buckets. Oh, there's a bucket. Yeah, I think we can throw some. So we've got, okay, so we've got some clay here. We've got some bricks here. Look at all the bricks we have. Now that's not really a whole lot compared to what we have here. Let's fire that up. But take a look at, I'm getting stuck in my own house here. And take a look at this. We've got our fertilizer here, so we're going to be making tons of, plants eventually. We've got some more cementing paste here from Rainy Beavers. But look at our brick stock we have. I've been pretty busy making bricks, so I've been preparing for this this new build. It's just been taking a while, but as you can see, these bricks will eventually come in handy. We're going to make a big place. It's going to give us tons of walls, tons of floor space, and I do have some concrete foundations in here. There's some, I've been just taking around. There's 44. I'll make more, obviously, because we're going to make it a big place. I'm still working on the design, but I think we'll have some good times here with that. So, let's see what else we can do for... Oh, yeah. We got our brick oven. We got our preserving bin. Now, this is something maybe you guys can help me with here. Now, this preserving shed said... the preserving shed says, store your perishables with spark powder, firewood to preserve. Use spark powder, oil, or cooked meat to make turkey over hours. Okay, I've tried it with crude oil and organic oil. I tried it with prime meat and cooked meat, but guess what? It's not making any. It's not making any jerky. Maybe I gotta leave old meat in there. Old meat doesn't even go in there. Yeah. Okay. So if anybody knows if this is just broken, let me know. I'm kind of curious on that. This is the preserving shed. Meat locked. Okay. And what's going on over here? So, names. We've got ourselves we have some things to name here. We've got ourselves a pretty good sized dodo bird. She is level 314 now. And I think I'm going to make like a little dodo chicken egg farm just for giggles because, yeah, why not? I think it would be funny. And let me make sure we have some meat here for our critters. Wow, there's almost nothing left in there. Oh my goodness. Good thing for the fish bait. Let me take the rock meat out. Let me grab some of the berries. Berries are plentiful. We're not hurting any berries by any means here. All right, get some berries in there. Not that kind of berry. And you know, I just been pumping the weight all along just to go ridiculous. Oh yeah, by the way, Raptor Claws was out last night, and I happened to grab a few goodies. Here's one of them. Check this out. It's an Ascendant Bronto saddle platform. Look at that thing. It's ridiculous. So I got that, and I also got... Let me go back inside here. I got myself some Ascendant Ghillie Gauntlets. How sweet is that? Look at the armor on those. 221 compared to 40. What does it take for armor? Yeah, look at that. It's actually more armor than iron gauntlets. That's ridiculous. And I think I've dropped in the... where did I put them? Let's see if I can find them now. Oh no. Did I put them over here? Oh yeah, here we go. So here's the stuff I got from last night. Just Raptor Claws was just giving out some gifts, and he was pretty good. So I actually got along with the actual saddle, I got the blueprint. But look at the amount of hide this thing takes. I mean, 28,000 hide. Can I even put 28,000 hide in a in to make it? I don't know. That takes a lot of silica paste and pearls and whatnot too. I also got the Plesiosaur platform saddle, which is equally ridiculous for the amount of parts it takes. I got myself a top skin hat, which I think is I think that's pretty cool. We got a Parasaur saddle. This is a little bit more reasonable to have than the Ascendant. The Ascendant is a little bit over the top. And we got ourselves a Packy saddle. And I thought it was going to be pretty cool. We got some Moses saddle here. Here's a little Bronto saddle we made. So, I mean, as you can see, we got a few good things here. Rocket launcher, fireworks. Now, you can't really use rocket launchers in primitive, so I don't know why they gave us those over the flare guns, but, oh well. That's how it is. I guess it's just random drops. I forgot to, remove some of the things from it. Let me get something here before I starve. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys like to do updates? Let me know what you think. We need to get some names here, like I said. Naming, we need to get our Bronto named. And she is a female. A big 192. The admins recently upgraded all the dino levels on the server, so where it used to be 150 was the max, now it's 200. So wild dinosaurs at 200, you can get like a 300 easy now. So that's why we have that 314 dodo because it was like a 197 dodo. I just happened to see it. I was like, you know, why not? And I also bagged these sharks right outside my gate. What I did was I just, well, you see, you got one like right here. He's trying to get in. He's like, you know, I want to eat you. I'm going to get you. Level are you? 186? That's not too bad. So what I did was I actually just took the, this is a good test to see if the manta ray can get in. I could actually probably tame the manta ray through here. But what I did was I just shot it through the, you know, go ahead, shot it up. And then I got it good and mad at me, ran it through the gate, ran it over here, and just finished tranquilizing it. That way it can't run away. And then I, you know, bagged myself 4 sharks. I mean, that was pretty sweet. I'm pretty good at sharks right now at Megalodons. I really don't need too many more, but, you know, we'll see how that goes. I do want to try to get some larger ones, so I'm going to need to make some Lazarus potions, or Lazarus chowder, as it is. And the Lazarus chowder will actually let me, well, act like scuba gear, essentially. It's the old school before scuba gear was a thing. And the oceans have been getting pretty crazy lately, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Without a scuba suit, it may be tough to be underwater. You know, maybe I'll have to use a fursuit. I don't know. We'll see. What do we have here? So let's put the beeswax, and I'll put the honey upstairs in the baking area. Because we're going to cover how to make bread eventually. Not yet, because I have to make some yeast. But essentially, we're going to be making fresh bread, and you need honey to make honey bread. And we've got our oven here to cook it in. So that's all we need. So let's head on out. So I think I'm going to wrap up this episode right here. So we need some names. We've got a Moss Chops here at these names. We've got a Bronto. We've got a pretty good sized Dilo. This Dilo is level 253. That's not bad. And we've got, let's see, 1 up there that needs a name. Plus we have 4 sharks. Now what are we going to do to name these? What are we going to do to name these sharks? These sharks need names. And I decided to just keep putting glasses on all the sharks, just for giggles, because it makes the sharks look smarter. Smart little guys. Alright, so let me go back into the water here with these guys. We'll see how they're going. Help these guys get a name. And we'll go back to K mode. Ta-da! So, this is Glassic Gamer. I'd like to take this time to thank all my viewers and all my subscribers. Thank you all so very much. Without all views, wouldn't be a thing. If you enjoyed this episode, please smash that like button and comment below. And as always, if you have not done so already, please subscribe and stay glassy. Bye-bye.